All right, welcome back to the Turf District. This is our game this week. We've got Saskatchewan, boo, and Eskimos. Yay, a game at Commonwealth. How you doing? I'm Andrew. I'm here in the Turf District. Obviously, been dealing with some other things today, so my hair's a little out of control, but that's just fine. Welcome to the Turf District. We are back after a preseason game, and boy, do we have a lot of fun going on tonight. We have got the Italian connection here, and I'm going to be introducing them very shortly. Let's talk about who else is here, who's always here, who's sitting in his favorite corner. It is Beauty!
I can't find it on Periscope. Something's wrong.
How you doing, UT?
Wonderful.
Lovely.
Wonderful.
How was camp this week so far?
Great.
Lovely. And
except for some bad news this morning.
Of course, yes. And we are going to have to talk about that very soon, yeah. Mm-hmm. But hey, we had a game this week to talk about, so that was exciting. Nice to have the boys back on the field. And,
really, it is.
Yeah. Anybody jump out to you right off the start?
No, not today anyway. Like, it was kind of like, pardon the expression, but boring today.
Okay.
They were a little tired.
After the game?
I think. Lots of kicking, lots of maneuvers in the linebacking core, and lots of running back plays. Other than that, it was a snoozer.
Okay.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was. But we'll get into it later.
All right. Well, and in true Italian fashion, we've got paninis and wine going on. It's lovely. Hey, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
As we introduce the Italian connection, we've got Lulu and Anto here. Hey.
Buonasera.
Hey.
Buonasera.
Lovely. How you guys doing?
We are great.
Wow, I like this. Thank God it's podcast day, people are saying. This is lovely. Thanks for coming, Anto. And look at this spread you brought. This is amazing.
It's what Lulu and I do when we're on a football road trip.
Yeah, okay.
We pack a cooler, we get into the truck.
Perfect.
We drive out to the sticks in Alberta. But this was just Capilano, so we drove a little less.
All right, excellent. Good, yes, okay. And Pammy says, hi, lovely. So there you go.
Pam.
Hey, lovely. All right. So Lulu, I want to start with you. Mike says, hey, we didn't have alcohol when we were there last week.
Well, you need to bring it, buddy. You need to bring it.
You need to come here when Auntie Paddles is here. It's awesome. All right, so Lulu, we've sat together now for about 6 years. And now, how long have you had those seats?
Since the day the stadium was built.
Oh, wow. That's
Seriously?
amazing.
You betcha.
Seriously.
1978.
Wow.
1978, and my family's had season tickets since 74.
Yeah.
Even though my parents started going in the 50s.
Awesome. That is fantastic.
I started going at Clark Stadium, yeah.
And you know what? And it's awesome because to get your fire trucker button ready for Antonella. I'm well prepared. Now, what's funny is because we've sat together for the 6 years. We've have a couple of our now kind of football family traditions because you're part of the dedicated dozen that sits up there in K2.
Yeah.
And so we've started, I think it was the last 3 years now, we've done our potluck around Thanksgiving, which is hilarious for me because everyone, all of us bring our little food and we hand it around the whole section.
Yes, and to our security guy there, our stadium staff.
He's got to have
ignores
a
you
little
slipping
bit.
in the booze. So you feed him
No
at Thanksgiving.
problem. No, that's Fred. That's Fred behind us. Yeah.
We always get shooters at the Thanksgiving share.
God, that's
dessert.
awesome.
Exactly, yeah. Dessert. We had China Whites last
I've never been
night.
invited to Thanksgiving
You're
dinner.
on the wrong side,
That's
honey.
I'm on the right side. I'm just a little lower.
I give you points for being on the west side. Yes.
Right. So that means that Chantel and I are gonna have to caucus.
Yes.
Say that 10 times, Uncle Tim.
Oh, no. Probably a good idea.
And we're gonna have to establish some kind of a Thanksgiving Day tradition. That's a really great idea.
It's
That's
so
awesome.
fun. It's so
I've seen pictures of it. Everybody's got like a tray on their lap and is doing this kind of thing.
It's good.
It's awesome, and we'll carry
That's awesome.
We'll carry it over to Westivus. I'll bring you down to Westivus on the Thanksgiving Day, so that'll be fun. Now, what's hilarious is you and I, obviously, like I said, you and I have known each other for about 6 years. But then I think it was last year after I started the podcast, then I met Anto online, and so we were messaging on Twitter.
Yep.
And then one day she says, "Hey, do you know Lulu?" What?
What?
Yeah, she sits right in front of me.
Well, because
And
you
you
had
guys,
commented
yeah.
on one of Luca's videos. He was kicking for the Huskies.
Oh, yes.
And you said, "Oh, great job, Luca." And I go, "Oh God!" And I put the two and two together. And my reply was something to the effect of, "How the fuck do you know Lulu?"
Oh, family friendly.
Wait a minute. And how long have you and I known each other?
Since birth.
Since birth.
Literally
That's
since
right.
birth. So 27 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Check that out, Uncle T.
In dog years.
Wow. So, yeah. I'm not even going to Cheers.
Keep cheersing. Yeah.
Working glue on the podcast. That's what's coming up now. This is quite funny. Good Lord. Some person keeps saying stuff that is not good. Okay, we're going to keep blocking those. Okay, we're good. All right. So, I think this is a great connection. I'm so glad that you guys are both here and that we're getting a chance to have a little fun this evening.
It's not going to be a stats filled evening.
Oh, no,
it's going to be
no.
passion.
There'll be
It's going to be passion and emotion.
Don't be
stats
asking
to
me
Brian.
numbers.
Wait a minute. Passion and emotion from Italians? I've never heard of that before. It's craziness.
Is that Chris?
Okay.
Is that Chris?
No, it was Joe that's saying that.
Joe,
Yeah.
God bless him.
Yeah, okay. He said someone saying stuff isn't good and for once it's not me. Okay. Anyway. Okay. All right, let's go with this. Now, what is... Okay, let's see. What is the biggest thing... wait, I better be careful on how I word this.
The biggest thing. Where's the
What's the biggest thing you
thing?
have seen on the football field?
Okay, what are you most looking forward to this football season?
Football.
Football. Okay,
Missed
that's
it.
easy. All right.
Oh, defending our cup.
Absolutely.
Like it's and I was gonna say, oh my God, Sean Fleming. Who's our kicker now? I have got Sean.
Grant Shaw, Sean White.
He said at the Eskimo Women's Dinner, I asked him, I said, "So you guys ready to go? Are you ready?" And he said, "Anybody can win one."
Yep.
So they are all as a team. I think really they're pumped.
Yeah.
And they have something, and they have something to prove. They've had we know what's happened in the off season, which we'll talk about because I'm bitter still, right?
They're going to win it.
I'm excited about player coach.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Jason Moss.
Jason Moss.
Yeah, I think that's going to be...
He wants to be here.
Cool.
He wants to be here.
Absolutely.
Did you cry? Did you cry during his press conference? Because I did.
No.
Like his initial one. He just wanted to be here.
Yeah.
He wanted to be here, bring his family back. He wasn't on a 2-year deal to get to the NFL and a stepping stone.
That's right.
All due respect, he got us the cup and, props to Coach Jones. But Moss wants to be here and his family is here. Like,
Yes.
I'm overjoyed. And so it means he's here for the long haul. And if they're successful, and we as fans will help him in any way we can to be successful as a franchise, they obviously have to put a product on the field. But I think we're emotionally behind him now. We were behind Jones too because we hadn't won in 10 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We really need it. Throw us a breadcrumb.
And every Bomber fan is going, 10 years? That's it?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We were behind Jones, yes, because he did good things for the team. I mean, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
We just didn't know Jones the way we know Moss. It's
correct.
That's correct.
It's true.
Correct.
Yes, Moss is.
And you think
Moss
we're
is
fire
so
truckers? Moss, because our seats are this
Oh,
is
yes.
the benefit of the lower bowl seats, right?
Yes.
Behind the bench and 38-yard line or so.
Yeah.
You could hear him cussing a blue streak
I bet.
behind the bench, and I'm like,
so
I love
that's
that
where
man.
I need to sit. And that's where I need to go.
He was passion. He was passion personified, and he did it on air live.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
that
He just did what he needed when he
outstanding.
wanted to do. Yeah, this is.
I'm looking
Look
forward
at
to
these
him
guys
as
are all
coach.
fired up. I tell you,
Oh, we're
we're
fired
excited up here. Okay, I'm gonna switch this. All right, so we're this is gonna be a fun show. As you can tell, we're gonna have lots of emotion and lots of fun times. We'll do a quick Empire points update. Leanne has pulled out in the front. Oh, nice. He says the view was better before. Well, I agree, but still.
That's really nice.
Wait a minute.
Is
that a better angle, Mike? I don't. Okay. Anyway,
It must be Mike.
it was Mike. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's time for paninis. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, so Leanne has pulled out in front. Joe Balaneski is in second. Joe Pritchard in third. Superfan Mike makes the super jump over Tony Washington, and Tony Washington is sitting in fifth. So it's very exciting that everybody is moving around. That's a tight little group, and we've got a couple that are just behind there, kind of hanging in there. So it's awesome. So every week we ask for some Empire questions questions. We've got a couple here for this evening. Firstly, for you guys, because we've answered this before. So let's start with you, Anto. Hang on. What? Flipper? Come on. There it goes. Ah, nope. Oh, every night is... Okay, perfect. We're good. Everyone's going to think, what the hell's wrong with this guy? All right, yeah, psych.
Section, right?
Okay.
Yeah, my section.
All right, so, Anto,
Yes.
do you remember your very first Esks game?
You know, vaguely. I thought about game, and I'm confident it was. So I have two really early memories of the Eskimos.
Okay.
It was in the Knothole gang with you. I remember this. I came to a game with you.
What?
We were in the end zone.
I just remember that.
Because I have a good memory. I'm like Rain Man. So we were in the end zone, and I remember this.
Clearly, you don't drink as much as I do.
I was a kid. I couldn't have been drunk at that. Yeah, well,
but you're Italian. Yeah, exactly.
But I wasn't. And I just remember it was the north end zone when there were still the the seats, right?
Yeah.
And I remember some kid throwing snowballs at us, and he was just being a real little jerk. So sadly, that's my first memory of an Eskimo game.
Oh, okay.
But what I thought about today was my first memory of the Eskimos was we would go, and my parents did go to the Italian church, St. Margrethe, which is right adjacent to, right?
Yeah.
Way back in the day, the Eskimos would practice on, it's where the parking lot is now for Clark Stadium, like for Clark Park.
Yeah.
So it's not really for Clark Park, it's for the fitness center.
Right, yeah.
That was an open field.
Yeah.
And they would practice there. So after church on Sundays, like we would go as a family and we would trot over there and we'd watch, and like it was so informal and so casual.
Yeah.
And we just sort of like hang on the field and then we'd go get KFC or whatever. And Cal Murphy would actually come into the church. You guys remember Cal Murphy?
Yep.
He was
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
And he was working with my brother on some stuff when he was in college. And he would come to the back and he'd say a few prayers.
Yeah.
And then he'd go off to practice.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Okay.
It was cool. I remember that very vividly. I was pretty young. I remember that quite vividly.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Do you remember your first S game there?
Or last time you were in church?
I would. Oh, jeez. I don't remember either, actually. No, that's not true. I surprised my mom at church one Sunday a couple of months ago. She almost had a heart attack.
You're good.
Yeah.
Get the paddles.
Pretty much. My first game, oh my God, I would have been little. I would have been 4, 5, 6 years old. I can't remember. But one of my biggest memories about the Eskimos, because, I mean, it was ingrained in us as kids from our parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My mom had a life-size poster in the laundry room downstairs, a 5-day trial.
A what?
5-day trial.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Yeah.
5-day trial.
The band!
5-day
The
trial.
players formed a band and they had a
didn't know
song.
that.
Oh my God!
Really?
Come on!
Remember this
I don't
5-day
remember
trial?
this at all.
Never heard of it.
Life-size
Never heard of
poster.
it.
There
Gotta be a
was
female thing.
there was Tom Towns, McGowan.
up.
Oh yeah. So every time.
Superfan Mike just confirmed it.
Yeah.
1978.
Thank
They put out a
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Lou.
So every time we, as Italian kids, had to run downstairs to the cold room to get another bottle of wine, what did I pass by?
5-day trial.
5-day trial.
Now, were they in their uniforms?
Well,
Or were they...
yeah, with no shirt on, and they were singing.
Oh my
and,
God.
oh yeah.
Wow,
Why
I
am I the
saw
only
that.
one that remembers this?
Because your mother was... Her mom was the original super fan.
Oh yeah, that's
Her
what
mom
I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the
Hands
original super fan. Can I tell,
And
can I
to
tell the
this
Dave Finell
day,
story?
oh yeah,
You guys better learn to bitch and whine here. You're not going to get a word in edgewise today. Just
I'm
so
getting
you know.
that,
You're
yeah.
not gonna-
This
Tell the Dave
Periscope's going to be
Finell
8
story.
hours.
Dave Finell
No,
story.
her mom was the original super fan and still is. Like we give her props and we give her honor for that.
Yes.
I remember her telling a story when we were little. She had an Eskimo pendant, a gold pendant, and she saw Dave Finell in the grocery store.
Okay.
And she ran up to him. She goes, look what I have. I have an Eskimo pendant. I have an Eskimo shirt. And he goes, lady, this is why I don't like going grocery shopping, because I have to meet crazy people like you.
Apparently, I take after my father.
No, your
I think it's
sister's
the mom.
more like
Yeah.
your mom. Your sister's more like your mom. That's true.
Oh, to this day, she's 80 years old. She'll still do that. She sees someone in the grocery store that she thinks should be a football player. Hey, do you play for the Eskimos? Who are you? What number are you?
Oh, I love it.
Oh.
That's my mom.
Well, did she ask Tucker to help keep her warm at night?
Oh, she did. Jason was all over it.
When I'm feeling lonely, can I call you?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Jason Tucker, Malcolm Frank, and Singor Mobley.
Yeah.
Ooh, good choice. I like the last one there.
That's quite a trifecta for Mrs. Slav.
Oh, yeah. Go big, go big or go home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a whole other topic. Okay, let's. Okay, I have one question that I need to ask you both before we go into recording. Great question from Leanne. What are the best and worst parts of being a female CFL fan? I'll start with you, Lulu.
Best and worst. Oh my God.
It's a good question.
It is a good question, but it's tough because people don't, well, I should say men actually, don't take me seriously about football and my knowledge of football until I start to talk.
Okay.
And then I throw out the stats and they're just, what do they say?
Yeah,
they're
wow.
like, holy shit, you do know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's okay. So that would be the. Is that the worst part? Is that you get underestimated, or is it? And the best part when you show them up?
Part.
It's it's actually probably a bit of both, 50-50, because until I can prove.
Don't drop those mics. God, Lord, I don't need to pay for any more mics. Okay. Anto, best and worst parts for you.
Very similar. That's the best part for me is when you identify yourself as a football fan, and it's usually you're talking to guys, right? And you can have the conversation, and then they're surprised that you actually understand the game. My most fun times are when I'm being colorful with the refs at games, and it's like, if you're seeing holding and you're calling it, and they're not, and the guys in front of you go like, do you actually? You're here for more than the beer and to watch their tight bums and pants, right? So that's the best part. The worst part of it is it's actually that you're distinguished as a female football fan.
I know.
Why not just a football
fan?
Right?
I agree.
So it's that distinction. It's like calling it ice hockey in the States. We still have to call it ice. It's hockey.
It's just hockey.
We're just fans. So that's. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's my thought.
Awesome. I love it.
No,
UT, what's the best and worst parts about being... No, I'm kidding. I'm just All right.
Football fan.
He loves female football. So yes, and so do we. And I love that we can have a balance on the Eskimo Empire podcast of guys and girls and featured fans. And I'm hoping more will join in, because that makes for a lot more fun. And as you can tell, this is going to be hilarious tonight. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So. Quickly at the end here, just so that we know where things are. I love that. Poor UT can't get a word in edgewise. We'll see how it goes. The three chatty Cathys on the other end of the table. I include myself. Anyway, so we got our home preseason game this week, which is fantastic, and of course it's against the Riders.
1,400 hours, be there, be square.
That's right, 1,400 hours exactly. Now we got to win this one, right? I mean, that's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Now they'll have. New sections up as the party decks will be up. New look in the stadium, which will be great. The champs are back on the field. There's no reason why we can't get a huge crowd to this and make Commonwealth a scary place to play for all those opposing teams. That's what we need to have happen. So let's pour into the stadium and cheer on our Eskimos. The show here will be out on Wednesday, and if you start it Wednesday morning, it might be done by the time game time starts. So that'd be great. And on Saturday, yes. We're going to chat more with Anto and Lulu. We're going to do a quick rundown, of course, the first preseason game. We're going to talk about our pick'em pool, which make sure you're joining that. We'll have the links out on Twitter, so join in on that. And, of course, find us on Twitter at EskEmpirePod. Find us on Facebook at Eskimo Empire Podcast. Join in the conversations there. And, of course, on CFLpass.ca. So search the group. Let's have a little fun, and let's remember to get all of our cheering out. And as Mike says, let's go to church at the Church of Commonwealth on Saturday. Cheer on our boys. We will absolutely talk to you next week.